can I see out of the back of my Tacoma with the new spare tire bed rack setup? Well, good morning everybody. How are you today? Pretty good here, and welcome back to the channel. Well, we have the new spare tire bed rack setup in my Tacoma back there. And I know one of the first questions that's going to come up is, well, can you see out of it? Because that was a big problem with the other one. Admittedly, the spare tire setup that I had before, where the tire was actually in the center right back here, right back there, did block the rear window. Now, it's not to say that there isn't any blockage with this new setup. So we're gonna hop in the Tacoma and we're gonna find out, can I actually see with the new spare tire bed rack setup that I have? Let's go for a ride. Okay, we're gonna start right here, just sitting in the driveway. You guys can see back there a little bit. Obviously, you can see the spare tire up there. You can see the rack right here. But what can you see out of the rear window? And we're sitting at an angle. I mean, it's a pretty steep angle. So you don't get a real accurate view, I guess, of what you can see back there. So let me go ahead. I'm going to put you up here at eye level with me looking in the rear view mirror and let you see what I'm seeing right now. Okay, we're in the rear view mirror now, right there. You guys can see me, I guess. Let me see if I can give you a better, that's about eye angle for me. Maybe tip that up just a little bit. And you can see right in here what I can see right now. Now, that's just looking at a bunch of foliage and stuff behind the truck. So we're gonna get out on the road and we'll do this again out in traffic, or at least with something like a car behind me, and where we're sitting more level as opposed to at this kind of an angle, which I know is pretty steep, and that's really where we're at right now. But let's get out on the road and take a look. Okay, we're out here on the open road. It's a windy day. I don't know if you guys can see the stuff blowing around out there, but it's a pretty windy day here. And the two Border Patrol vehicles, which you see a lot down here in South Texas, they were off to the right, whichever way is right, my right, the passenger side, on the screen there, if you happen to notice those. But anyway, I'm going to turn you guys around here in just a second and show you my view, I guess, of the rear view through the rear view mirror, given that we're on level ground now. Okay, there's my view, and that's about eye level for me. And I don't know if you guys can see, I can't really tell when I'm driving, but there is a car back there. That's how I'm seeing it, I think, is probably about how you guys are seeing it. So there is a car back there. I can see it. Granted, there is a spare tire up above. It is blocking maybe the top quarter or third of the window, something like that. But there's your view, and I'll show you the view just looking straight back here in just a second. Okay, here's the view looking just straight back, and you're about maybe 5 inches or so, I'd say. Maybe 6, probably 5, lower than my eye level where the camera's positioned right now. So you can see through the back right there. Hopefully the light is not washing out the video. But let's pick you guys up here. Let me grab the right side of the camera. And you can see, if I was to turn around and look, that's what I would see behind me as far as my view looking over my shoulder. Which is actually pretty good. I can see everything out there. Of course, you know, when you put something, you know, in the bed or behind the bed, it's going to be in your line of sight somewhat. I mean, if you're hauling anything or anything like that, obviously it's going to be in your line of sight. Does that mean that it's somehow dangerous and you shouldn't do it? Well, no. And, you know, I had a couple comments, it's funny, on the original install when I showed, or the view rather, when I showed what the view was with that tire in its original position up against the rear window. And people were very concerned about safety, you know, And I find that kind of funny because there are thousands, probably tens of thousands of vehicles on the road every day that don't have rear view mirrors. And of course, I'm talking about semis and box trucks and delivery trucks and all those trucks that have great big vans behind them, if you will, or cabs or trailers or whatever you want to call them, where you obviously don't have a rear view mirror and you have to depend on your side mirrors and paying attention to what's on the road while you're driving. In other words, before you pass somebody, you got to make sure that there's nobody off to the side of you, right? And a lot of the semi-driver folks, and of course this doesn't apply to my Tacoma, but they have mirrors even further up in front of the front wheels to give them an even wider view behind. So to insist that somehow not having full visibility out of your rear view mirror is inherently dangerous and risking other people is just absurd. To me, it's all based upon the driver themselves, right? And the care that they take. I mean, there are plenty of accidents out there every day that are occurring for people that do have rear view mirrors. So you can't just blame it on no rear view mirror. Okay, here's something else I wanted to try. I actually have been noticing this myself, and that is removal of the center seating area headrest, or the center headrest back there, you know, what was right here. Now you can actually see the pull tab sticking up. I believe that's to release the seat there on the passenger side. But you guys can see it is more open now without that there. Have a look, see what you think. So if you're concerned, I guess, about visibility back there, you do get even a little bit more now with that center headrest gone. And I'm going to flip you around and show you a rear view driver, or rear view mirror rather, shot of that. All right, let's take a shot of the rear view mirror, and I know my hand is probably in the way. Let me see if I can remedy that. There you go. There's a better view. Now, you can see if you compare that to the earlier shot with the headrest in there, you do have a cleaner view anyway. That headrest probably took up about, I don't know, maybe 4 inches or so, 3 inches of viewing picture, if you will. So now you can see it there without that center headrest in there. So what do I think of it, I guess? Here you guys can still see back there, right? I can turn around and I can see behind me now, no problem. There's nothing obstructing my view, really, in that rear view from me looking back. And I am sitting a little higher than what you guys are, so I'm kind of looking down a little bit through that opening back there. Obviously, you can see the rack there, like I said before, and the spare tire. But it is not debilitating in any way. I mean, I have full picture through the back, through the rear, and not really an issue for me. I will admit, in the prior setup that I had, it did block, of course, the center portion and a little bit more of that rear view. And I do understand people's concern about it. Don't get me wrong from my tone a little bit earlier. I do understand what people are saying, and obviously, you want to be as safe as you can when you drive, and you want to be able to see behind you, and maybe blocking that sight picture is not a great idea. So this, I think, is if you're going to try to mount the tire in the bed without taking up most of the bed, this is a good solution in my opinion. Anyway, leave a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think of that. I'd be curious to know what you think of the setup there, given the view that I've showed you on the channel and what you can see now, and if that's something you'd be comfortable with, or if it's just not for you. Let me know. Also, real quick, if you haven't before and you're interested, check out my other channel. It is RobMotive JT, all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator with no rear obstructions through the back mirror. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.